Hello everyone. I'm Donna Marin, registered nurse and nursing advisor with the CRNS. I'm pleased to share this presentation on the CRNS Continuing Competence Program, or CCP, with you. I want to acknowledge the important land on which I am broadcasting and where I am privileged to learn, work, and live. I present to you from Treaty 4 territory, and the CRNS additionally acts in the public's interest on Treaty 2, 5, 6, 8, and 10, and the homeland of the Métis. On the path to reconciliation, the CRNS is committed to recognizing, respecting, and addressing the distinct health needs of Indigenous people, addressing the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual harms caused by residential schools, and moving forward with culturally safer care as RNs. To begin our discussion today, I'd like to start by highlighting who the CRNS is, providing an introduction to the CCP, outlining the mandatory components of the CCP, and clearing up a few misconceptions. Once we review that, we will discuss initial registration and CCP requirements. Then I'll pose a few questions for you to ponder, and lastly, I'll mention the CCP resource that you may access online. The CRNS is the profession-led regulatory body for registered nurses in Saskatchewan. The CRNS is accountable for public protection by ensuring that members are competent. The Registered Nurses Act 1988 provides the legislative authority for RNs to practice nursing in Saskatchewan and lays out the requirement for CRNS to have a program for reviewing and improving the quality of nursing care provided by registrants. The Act also enables the CRNS to create bylaws for the Council, provide a code of ethics, practice standards, and entry-level competencies that are the foundation of nursing practice, outline the rights and privileges of registrants within specific membership categories, and other bylaws that contribute to the regulation of RNs. This includes having a process for approving nursing education programs such as this one. The CRNS acts on behalf of the public to ensure nurses provide safe, competent, and ethical care for the people of Saskatchewan. The CRNS's CCP provides an ongoing opportunity for nurses to enhance nursing competence and to identify what learning they wish to focus on. CCP is completed annually as part of the licensure requirements to practice in Saskatchewan. It is mandatory, occurs yearly, is based on reflective practice, self-directed learning, and recognizes the requirement for lifelong learning for RNs. The CCP provides nurses with the opportunity to take the lead in their continuing professional development to support safe practice within their designated roles. The three mandatory components of the CRNS CCP include a personal assessment. The learning plan is based on the personal reflection of a simple self-assessment question. What will be the focus of your learning goals based on the standard or standards you have chosen for this licensure year? The second part is a written learning plan. During the development of the learning plan, the registrant will, at a minimum, identify one learning goal. Each goal must have at least one learning activity that supports their learning, but most learning goals require more than that for nurses to maximize their success on completing each learning goal. The learning goal will be based on or linked to one or more, if you identify more than one goal, of the broad practice standards for their designation. Registrants must be able to provide evidence of a documented learning plan. The CRNS has templates available that nurses may choose to use, or you can develop your own plan. To wrap things up, registrants undertake a written evaluation of the results of their learning plan on their practice. The CCP is intended to be an ongoing cycle because nurses are learning year-round. So interaction with the CCP process should take place year-round. Let's use this time to clear up a few misconceptions that tend to exist about CCP. The CCP is not about collecting a certain number of continuing education credit hours. The approach that is taken is reflective practice, as it most closely ties to deep learning. The CRNS does not need to approve everyone's learning activities. As professionals, RNs are expected to select learning activities from credible sources to enhance their learning and their competence. Sometimes it can be hard to know what might be applicable to your learning, so we've built a list of common activities that might help nurses as they work through CCP. Employers cannot require anyone to share their CCP documents with them. However, there may be opportunities to improve client outcomes in your workplace as a result of key learning that results from CCP. So nurses may choose to share these learnings with their employers. All RNs, including retired RNs, must keep their CCP documents for 5 years for verification purposes. Learning plans are living documents that can be changed through the year, but upon submission at registration renewal, these plans are locked and considered final versions. You will have planned learning activities to help you meet your goals, but be sure to capture incidental learning opportunities that impact your practice and lead you down new paths of developing competence as a nurse. So you may be asking, what will be required when I renew my license for the first time? It's important to note that graduate nurses are not required to complete any CCP requirements if requesting a grad license for the first time, as, upon successful completion of your nursing program, you've already demonstrated that you meet the entry-level competencies. If you're requesting a second GN extension, you will need to complete the personal assessment and develop a learning plan and start working on that. All 3 components of the CCP are to be completed to be eligible to renew your registration. The CCP has implemented an online platform that enables registrants to develop and manage their CCP. This platform was launched December 1st, 2022 for the 2023 registration year. To close, I'd like to summarize the following. The CRNS's CCP is an opportunity to enhance your competence and to identify what learning you wish to focus on. It is completed annually as part of the licensure requirements to practice in Saskatchewan. The CCP is mandatory, based on reflective practice, ongoing yearly self-directed learning, and recognizes lifelong learning of RNs. I am very proud to be a registered nurse and have always appreciated the flexibility of the CCP and the opportunity to guide my own learning in order to maximize my professional competence. Thanks for letting me speak with you today about this important topic. If you have questions or need support, please reach out to a CRNS nursing practice advisor. What is one new thing you learned today about the CRNS? What are the 3 mandatory components of the CCP? What provides legislative authority for CRNS to require registrants to participate in the CCP? Explore what your nursing faculty, clinical instructor, or preceptor are focusing their CCP on this year. Does it resonate with you? Or what new path might you take in exploring new learning and developing competence?